My name is India Solomon. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm a second-year urban planning student here at Taubman. I chose to study urban planning because I'm really interested in the impact of place and defining place on kind of the kinds of opportunities that people have access to. I chose Michigan not only because I did my undergrad here, but also because of the program's strong connection to Detroit. I'm from Detroit, most of my work has been in Detroit, and I want to continue working there after graduation. One of my first projects was in the Brush Park neighborhood, and that was through Marc Norman's Financing Equitable Development class. We looked at Brush Park's form-based code, and that is a process of redefining a zoning code so that it is more focused on the built environment and what the built environment looks like, and not so much what goes there. And so the Brush Park neighborhood, I actually wasn't that familiar with Brush Park, but in the context of Detroit, I know it was close to downtown, it was close to midtown, but it was still very vacant. So we were still focusing on a neighborhood that was still very low income. The kind of future of the neighborhood was indeterminate based on who was living there and who was developing there. And so through that work, I learned that in Detroit, it's really important to be able to balance development goals with kind of people goals. And so even though you may want a neighborhood to look a certain way, or you may want to see a certain type of design or architecture, is that design really going to serve the people who are already living there? And so that was one of the first, most transformative projects that I worked on, and that actually led to a summer internship in the same field. So the biggest piece of advice I would give to a prospective student is use office hours. Go to office hours all the time. Go to office hours even when you don't have anything to ask, there's no assignment due. Especially at Michigan here, our professors are highly connected. The research that they're working on is highly innovative. And I think even just going in to talk about research, talk about the new ideas that are emerging in the planning profession, the different projects that they're doing. I actually received both of my internships I had this summer were through professors. And I'm still connected with those professors, and I'm working now part-time with one of them. So I would say that's my biggest piece of advice, is to really get to know your professors, get to know their work, and get to know how your passions might fit into that. Thanks to all of the connections I've already made here at Taubman, I've kind of already made my way into this world that we call the equitable development world in Detroit. And so what I'd like to do with my degree is to continue working in that world and strengthening the connections that I've already been able to make through the program. But ultimately, I see myself doing development in Detroit, doing it in a way that is innovative, that serves existing residents, that is high quality. That might mean working on affordable housing, that might mean working on housing rehabs, multifamily rehabs. It could mean a number of things, but I've gained a ton of skills in this degree, and I've been able to work in so many interdisciplinary teams. And I would hope that I can find the kind of sweet spot between working in design, working in development, but also in community engagement, and using those kind of three fields to create really beautiful places in the city of Detroit.